How's it going, guys? Welcome to today's prediction video. For this one, we have some major midweek action to cover as Liverpool host Chelsea at Anfield on the 31st of January in the English Premier League. Now, the last time these two sides met was at Stamford Bridge on the 13th of August last year. Liverpool were looking to salvage their season, trying to qualify for Europe, while Chelsea were just looking to avoid being in the bottom half at that point. Things looked better for Liverpool when in the 18th minute, the visitors opened the scoring courtesy of Luis Diaz. It started off as a sweeping move on the right wing, and Diaz just found himself available when the cross came in and he was able to put it past the keeper. Chelsea hit back in the 37th minute courtesy of Disasi. A cross is played into Liverpool's box and they just don't deal with it, and he manages to poke it past the keeper. Now, the match may have ended that way 1-1, with both sides having to settle for a draw, but it could have been anything else because both sides also had goals disallowed. We start off our team analysis with Liverpool. The home side come into this fixture on a fine run of form. Their last 5 matches have ended in 4 wins and a draw. It's as if the Reds have forgotten how to lose. Their last match being a 5-2 win against Norwich in the FA Cup. Players we gotta highlight for Liverpool, firstly Darwin Núñez with 11 goals and 10 assists. Darwin Núñez has proven that he's equally capable in scoring goals and creating opportunities for his teammates. Next up, I want to talk Diogo Jota. Now, with 12 goals and 3 assists, Jota is actually the second highest goal scorer at Liverpool this season behind Mohamed Salah, so you know he's going to go into this fixture looking to find the back of the net. And next up, I want to talk Virgil van Dijk. Now, as a centre-back, Van Dijk's job will be to shut the opposition out. But with 2 goals and 2 assists, he has proven that when it comes to set pieces, Van Dijk is able to get on the end of those corners and free kicks and find the back of the net as well. Next up, we look at Chelsea. The last 5 matches for the Blues have ended in 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. It's not ideal and not what they want, but it's looking promising going forward for Chelsea. Their last match being a 0-0 draw against Aston Villa, also in the FA Cup. That result, however, means that Chelsea will now have to replay that fixture against Villa later on in February. But right now, players we can highlight for Chelsea, obviously number 1, Cole Palmer. The former Manchester City man is the top scorer for the Blues with 11 goals and 7 assists. Next up, another former Manchester City player in Raheem Sterling, but he also played for Liverpool, so I expect him to get a bit of an icy cold reception at Anfield. With 7 goals and 5 assists, you know Raheem Sterling is gonna be looking to be a threat out wide with his pace, with his trickery, and also with that intelligence to draw fouls from the opposition defenders. And finally, I want to talk Moises Caicedo. Now, Caicedo is a defensive midfielder, and it shows in the goal and assist stats because he's drawn blanks in both. But that's fine, because his job here will be to keep his midfield solid. And you know Liverpool's going to be looking for counter-attacks, and it'll be Caicedo's job to shut those counter-attacks off before they can even start. Okay, on to the head-to-head and the S3M2 Verdict. The last 5 matches between these two sides have definitely gone Liverpool's way. With 2 wins and 3 draws, it is interesting to note that all of the clashes in the Premier League have always ended in draws. The only ones with decisive results have been the cup fixtures, which have always just gone down to penalties instead. Liverpool are looking very stubborn at the back this season, but very lethal up front. There's times where Liverpool at home are just keeping clean sheets like crazy, and then there's times like the one against Norwich where they're conceding 2 unnecessary goals. But it doesn't matter because they're going out and scoring 5. So it's fine, concede those goals as long as you're just scoring as many as you are. It works out perfectly. Liverpool currently have some injuries that are plaguing them. Right now, headliners who are out, we look at Mohamed Salah with a hamstring, Alexis McAllister, also some knock. Szoboszlai also supposedly a hamstring, Thiago Alcantara. So Liverpool are missing quite a few players, but when you look at who they have at their disposal, I would say they're actually pretty fine right now. Chelsea, on the other hand, it's still looking very shaky for the Blues. They have moments where they're winning by 6-goal margins, and other times they're losing to teams that they should be winning quite easily against. I think here Liverpool actually have a massive advantage going into this one, not just because of the previous clashes, but also looking at their position on the table. Liverpool are currently first with 48 points, while Chelsea find themselves lounging about in ninth on 31 points. You gotta admit that that has to be playing some sort of psychological role in how Chelsea prepare for this. Now, Chelsea will be very grateful that they won't have to deal with Mohamed Salah. I mean, the guy's got 18 goals so far for Liverpool, so he would definitely be the danger man and the guy who could turn the fixture on its head in a split second. But that does not mean that by any means this fixture will be easy. If anything, I think Liverpool have a pretty good chance of winning this one. I think also Liverpool will be looking at the fixture that comes next after this. They have to deal with Arsenal this weekend, so it's gonna be quite frantic for them. Another major factor I think here, and this actually I think is the reason why I think Liverpool are going to win this one, is the fact that Jurgen Klopp announced earlier this week that he will be leaving Anfield at the end of the season. So I think right now Liverpool players are just thinking, we want him to go out in style, we want to give him some trophies before he leaves. They're in the Capital One Cup final also against Chelsea. They're still in the Europa League. They're still in the FA Cup. They're first in the Premier League. Liverpool are still looking good on all fronts. So I think his players are just going to go the extra mile for Jurgen Klopp. And I think Liverpool should win this one quite simply and quite easily. I think a 2-goal margin is more than fair. I don't think Chelsea are going to make it easy, but I think Liverpool are just going to be far more clinical. Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button, so you know exactly what to do. Thank you so much, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and have a great day out there, and we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks, stay safe.